I cannot emphasize that enough. If you have a chance in a battle and you cannot win the battle, kill as many sentries as you can. They are the backbone of a Protoss army, basically until the late game. Those force fields are so important mid game to late game. They basically carry sentries, single-handedly carry Protoss into the late game before Colossus or Templar tech. So very important units. He does not want to lose those. But now oGsMC does have Dark Templar. I don't know if he's going to come in to harass. There is a very well-placed missile turret by Thorzain here. And oGsMC can't see that with his observers. So I doubt he'll walk his Templar in through the front. He may walk it through the back path here and see if he can do some damage. oGsMC moving out with his Blink Stalkers now. He has no vision of this ledge, so it doesn't look like he's trying to blink in or anything like that. If he moved an observer over here, he can just blink up the ledge and do some harassment, but it looks like he's just poking away at the buildings, and he'll retreat now. He's really just applying some pressure and keeping Thorzain on his toes while he sets up his third expansion. Very well played by oGsMC. Basically, if you're ever setting up an expansion, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to feign an attack or move your army out or some kind of pressure. Just kind of let the opponent know, you know what, if you're not at your base, I'm going to kill you. So make sure you keep your units there while I expand. Very well played by oGsMC. Now he's finally got Zealot Charge done researching. He's got his Templar Archives building. So we may see some Archons pretty soon here once that's built. But he does have Blink, he does have Charge, he does have a couple sentries. This army could probably hold off an attack right now from Thorzain. But Thorzain taking the gold, and that's one of the advantages that Terran has on this map. And it's that it's very easy for the Terran to take the gold expansion because of Planetary Fortress. It's very hard for the opponent to take this away from the Terran because Planetary Fortress is so insanely hard to kill with just light defense. But hold that thought. There's an engagement here. Stim going off. Zealot Charge coming in. And oGsMC Stalker shooting away in the back. Thorzain not microing his Marauders. Doesn't think that he needs to. A lot of Terran players, they stim and they start kiting the Zealots and the Protoss army. But he didn't feel like he needed to. Now oGsMC losing all of his Zealots. Needs to retreat. Thorzain taking the Nexus. Very well played by Thorzain. Very important to slow MC on that gold expansion while his is mining away. Now he retreats, but oGsMC's Blink Stalkers able to pick off units before Thorzain can pull his units all the way back. However, oGsMC losing a lot of his army as well. Marauders very good against Stalkers, especially Marauders that are upgraded to 2-2, while oGsMC Stalkers only 2-0 in that engagement. It is now 3-0, but it wasn't during that fight. oGsMC now upgrading armor. Upgrades so important for any matchup. I like to point out though, usually for PvT, Protoss like to upgrade armor first. With Guardian Shield, it really nullifies a lot of the damage by the Terran Marines. However, Thorzain's army composition is very, very light on Marines. Maybe oGsMC knows that. That's why he opted to go plus attack instead of plus armor. But yeah, just something to note. Here goes the Storm. Very nice Storm. Took a lot of damage. And Marauders standing in Storm again. Taking a lot of damage. Not good. All of Thorzain's Marauders down to very, very low HP. Red life. If oGsMC continued to fight there, he probably could have killed them all. But he wanted to reinforce with his Zealots and his Immortal. And now he's pushing in Thorzain making four more barracks. He's got the gold. He needs to make some more production buildings. But oGsMC now making a very strong push with those Zealots, with those Blink Stalkers. He loses all his Zealots, but he still has all of his Blink Stalkers. Thorzain has no army left. He now has an Archon and an Immortal. This is a very scary army for Thorzain at this time. He's got nothing to deal with this. oGsMC opting to move towards the gold expansion instead of into the main. A very good choice by oGsMC to take out that gold, just in case he can't kill off Thorzain now, but maybe he thought instead that he can win the game here, so he will push off into the natural. He didn't want to fight that planetary fortress, lose a lot of his army, so he will move into the natural. He takes out the command center. Thorzain not able to deal with this attack right now, just letting oGsMC take away his army while he builds up his army, and now Thorzain coming in with Marauders and SCVs and tries to engage oGsMC, but oGsMC should not be fighting at this choke. The Zealots not able to use the surface area to surround Thorzain's army, and now Thorzain's army able to clear up all the Zealots, and once the Zealots are dead, oGsMC has to retreat. Stalkers alone really are not very good against any kind of Terran army. You have to have Zealots or Sentries or Templar or Colossus. So oGsMC forced to retreat. Thorzain was able to hold off that, but that was a huge loss by Thorzain. He lost his command center, and he's lost a lot of production buildings, and now it looks like Thorzain trying to come in to even the odds and take out the gold expansion. And he does snipe off that Nexus, and oGsMC wanted to attack, but he's forced to turn around. He can't lose his other two expansions right now, and he warps in 10, 12 speed Zealots and blinks in his Stalkers. He's taking out this army with DTs and Storm, and Thorzain GG's out of this game. GG, well played. Very good game by both these players. And Thorzain lost his entire army there and isn't able to come back. He knows that, so he GG'd. You may be wondering, well, he still has the gold base. He still has this expansion. He still has this one here. Why did he GG? Well, basically, he lost his entire army. oGsMC still has 150 supply and a huge army, and there's no way Thorzain could produce enough units to defend these expansions here. And all oGsMC has to do is walk up to this gold, take it, walk up to this, take it, and he'd win the game. So very well played by oGsMC. And Thorzain just not quite there yet. And this was a bit of a revenge play by oGsMC. Like I said, Thorzain took oGsMC at the TSL 3. And that's that. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. Like the videos, comment, and I will be posting a lot more videos in the future. You probably will see a lot more of oGsMC. Like I said, I'm a huge fan. I'm a Protoss player myself, and he is just absolutely ridiculous. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be casting more games in the future. I'll see you later.